Okay, we will call the regular Board of Education meeting to order. We have 6 members present. Would you all please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? There it is. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Welcome everyone to our virtual meeting. It's kind of difficult to introduce ourselves, but we'll try. I'm Kathy Becker. Any board members want to jump in? And
I'm Vincent Greiner. Pat.
Jim Dittmer. I'm almost as far south as Vince.
Shirley?
Shirley Chancellor.
And Mark Warner.
Mark Warner. Okay, thank you. We will need approval of the agenda as printed.
So moved.
Support.
Is there support? Motion is made and supported that we approve the agenda as printed. Can we just do this as a roll call vote? I mean, do we have to do a roll call for this one?
Nah.
I don't think so. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Do we have any written communications?
We do not this evening. No written communication.
All right. Any comments or concerns from the citizens? We don't appear to have any of those either. So,
Yep, just got the message from ETA support that there are no comments.
all right. We need to approve our consent agenda. This evening it consists of minutes of the regular meeting and accepting and acknowledging a mini grant.
I'll make that motion. Dittmer.
Jim made the motion. If you didn't hear that.
Yeah, I did hear him. Yes. Is there
And I'll
support?
support.
Okay, motion's made and supported. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries. Okay, educational services report.
Okay.
Let's see. Anybody, Amy, you said you didn't have anything other than when we get to a hire, Kim? Or Dale, did you have anything?
I have 3 hires on mine.
Just the one hire on my report for CTE, Madam President.
Okay. All right. Anyone have anything else or any questions for our assistant superintendents in those positions?
Well, I just want to make a comment to Dale and Terry and whomever else had direct input. I got kind of surprised. I'd forgotten who Steve was. Somebody had to remind me. He was 3 doors down from me here for several years, and he and Daryl Peterson and Bruce Patterson and a bunch of us all went to the same church here. But he's had quite a career since then, and I'm extremely pleased and happy with the recommendation for him for that position. Good job, Dale.
All right. We'll then move on to the business office update. Carrie?
Good evening, Madam President.
Good evening.
So right after the educational services report, there's a 1-pager that is the 2020 tax rate request. And I've included on this page some information for you related to our taxable values, and also would like to recommend recommend for your approval the 2020 tax rates that are listed here, those rates have not changed from the prior year, but probably most significantly, the question that you guys always ask is, how much of an increase is this to us in our taxable value? So you can see overall, it's a 3.3% increase in taxable value, and the varying 5 counties that we levy in as well, what those rates are. So, some folks who, for example, have learned about Mason County recently having higher tax levy rates, taxable values. You'll notice that some of the other areas that we levy property in as well are a little bit lower than that. So I've included for you on the far right of this report, the total mills that we're levying, and then also the related revenue that's associated with that as well. And so that's it for me, just asking for a recommendation to approve those rates so we can levy our taxes for this coming fiscal year. Any questions?
No, everyone's fine with that. Yeah, I like the way you presented that, Carrie. That chart made it really clear, I think, and easy to read and understand. So thank you. All right.
Madam President, I move to pass the motion.
All right. Is there support?
I'll second it.
Motion is made and supported. And since this is an action item, we'll have a roll call vote since it is a virtual meeting. So Shirley?
Aye.
Pat?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Vince?
Yes.
Chair votes yes. Motion carries. And then we need a motion to approve the 2020 annual resolution to levy the tax rate as presented.
I'll make that motion, Kathy.
All right. Did Jim support?
He did.
Okay. Motion is made and supported. Any discussion? All right. Roll call vote. Shirley?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Vince?
Yes.
And chair votes yes. Motion carries. Terry, do you have a human resources update for us this afternoon?
I do. As you can see, we have 2 school psychologist interns and 1 part-time school psychologist apprentice. With this recommendation, that would eliminate the posting that we've had out for quite some time, as you know, for school psych. And of course, CTE with the ag teacher and educational services consultant literacy for Janie. And I think if Janie is on, this would be a good time to introduce her.
Okay, Janie is on. So Janie Manier was hired a few weeks, well, you're officially hiring her tonight, but we were offered the position a few weeks ago. She's currently a teacher at Foster Elementary in Ludington, and she comes very highly recommended. We definitely vetted her into this position. She not only interviewed with our committee, but had a second interview where she had to do an online professional learning course with not only our department, but some local principals as well. So she passed that with flying colors, and our team is very excited about having her join our ranks on the instructional services team with your approval.
Great. Welcome, Jamie. I don't see your face, but we're welcoming you to the ESD.
And she's here. She's in the bottom. At least she's in the bottom center of my screen. If you
okay. Well, I'll find you before
welcome,
we're done.
Jean. We appreciate you being with us tonight.
That's for sure. All right, Dr. Jeffrey, do you have some recommendations for us?
I certainly do. We have the opportunity to hire Janie and a few other folks this evening. So appreciate your support with that. The first individual on our list is Mark Willis, who Jim mentioned, and we would like your approval to hire Mark as our new agri-science instructor at CTE.
Right. Would someone care to make that? Jim make that motion?
And I will support the motion.
All right. Motion made by Jim and supported by Vince. Any discussion or other comments?
Yeah, I've known Mark about 10 years ago, perhaps it was. We hired him at Hart for a position and a couple of years. And anyway, and then I think he went to Ludington, and so now we're at the hiring away from Ludington. So, but I think he's an impressive individual and will serve us well there.
Great. Good to hear. Other comments or questions? Hearing none, then we will vote. Shirley?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Vince?
Yes.
Chair votes yes, the motion carries. Okay, Dr. Jeffrey?
Okay, next on the list is Janie Manier, as Amy introduced her to you a few moments ago, but we're very fortunate to have Janie coming on to work with us instructional services as a literacy specialist, and really looking forward to having her. She brings quite a bit of experience and is also highly recommended. So,
And another person that we are moving into a different position from one of our locals, right?
I'll make the motion, Kathy.
All right.
I'll support.
Motion's made and supported. Any discussion or questions? Right. We'll begin voting. Shirley?
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Vince?
Yes.
The chair votes yes, motion carries.
okay, thank you. Next on the list, we have two school psychologist interns. And the first of those individuals is Vanessa Marquez. We would like to bring Vanessa on as an intern.
Would someone care to make that motion?
I'll make it.
Motion made by Pat, supported by Jim? Is that
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a question. I have a question for Terry. I'm curious as to the number of applicants. It looks like we're filling 3 school psych positions, 2 interns and an apprentice. And I'm wondering about the candidate pool. How deep was it?
Good question.
I think that there were 2 others.
For all 3 positions, we had 5 applicants for all 3 positions?
The intern and the apprentice position are not exactly a posting. The postings for school psych, we had 2. And an intern can fill a school psych position because they're qualified to test and do all the psych can do, but that's their first year. The apprentice position is a position that the board approved because they are in school to become a school psych, but they are not qualified to intern at that time. So Amanda Unger worked with the university, and they came up with a job description and a plan to kind of grow your own to fill positions. So we do not have a third school psych position, but we have had up to 5 individuals between interns and apprenticeships that we have positions open for, but have not been able to fill.
So let me understand this, Terry. Did we post these intern positions and did we get any other applicants besides these 2?
We did. We interviewed 5 people total, I believe. And we did not post a school psych intern position. We posted a school psych, and we had 2 openings for school psychologists.
So how transparent was this process?
Pardon me?
How transparent was this process? Did we go to Wayne State and say, hey, do you have any candidates who are candidates? I mean, that's what I'm concerned about that.
You mean for the apprenticeship?
No, the internship.
We've not actually ever put out a posting for a school psych intern. We've had a school psychologist vacancy for well over a year since Axel left. And then we had, and Kim, you can help me out here. I can't remember who else left, but we had those 2 openings.
Yes. How many other interns do we currently have on payroll?
None.
Okay.
We have 1 other apprentice, but no other interns currently.
I recall in a committee discussing the creation of the positions. And I'm not certain, it may have been, was that, maybe perhaps a year ago. I don't recall exactly how long ago. And the thinking then was to find someone to at least assist, and until we could get psychologist position filled. So
Yes. And with the school psych
And I know that
apprentice,
Amanda had worked on that program. Wayne, go ahead, Terry.
with Wayne State and and do we talk to Wayne State? We absolutely do. And try to recruit, especially when we have vacancies open for as long as what we have had. The 2 interns that we are recommending for hire would fill the 2 school psychologist vacancies that we have, because they are able to do what a school psych does under supervision.
So this gives us an opportunity to save cost, at least initially, and more importantly, fill the position. And it creates an opportunity for us to have some candidates that we perhaps would not otherwise have access to.
I understand the shortage of school psychs in the state of Michigan. My concern is that we're going straight to Wayne State and we're recruiting folks. And I get the need and the scarcity and sense of urgency, but it makes me a little uncomfortable if we're only going to one university and one grad program to get our school psychs. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think the 2 interns are from Central. They received their bachelor's from state.
Right.
And
Yes,
then,
but they will be attending graduate school at Wayne State. Is that correct?
no, they're finishing up their
Yeah,
last year
okay.
at Central.
No, it's just the apprentice, Mark, is the one that came from Wayne State, and that apprentice program. And as far as I know, at this point, that's the only university that Amanda has worked with. Not that she isn't open to looking at others.
Very good. Very good. I misunderstood.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
I was thinking all 3 candidates came straight from Wayne State.
No.
So, that's not the case.
No.
My apologies.
Separate.
Very good.
No,
Oh, you're
no
fine.
problem, Mark. We throw a wide net with our postings, especially
Well, I
with
know. I mean, it's
speeches.
tough. I mean, it's just really tough, but
And if it was true that we were recruiting only at that university, that would be that would certainly be something that you should question. So,
Yes.
apologize.
very good. No, I'm cool. I'm good.
Great.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? All right, we'll begin voting. Shirley,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Vince.
yes.
The chair votes yes, motion carries.
Okay, and the second school psych intern that we would appreciate your approval to bring on board is for Megan DeRue.
All right. Any discussion? I'm sorry, I need a motion.
Move to hire Megan DeRue, Madam Chairman.
Thank you. Support?
I'll support it. Mark?
All right, Mark supported. Now, any discussion? Hearing none, we'll begin voting. Shirley,
Yes.
Pat?
Yes.
Jim,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Vince?
Yes.
The chair votes yes, motion carries.
Okay, and then the last position for your consideration is Soraya Dobis as a school psych apprentice.
Okay. Would anyone care to make that motion?
I'll move.
Jim.
Motion by Jim. Is there support?
I'll
I'll
support the motion.
make it.
Tracy, did you get that?
I think it was Shirley and maybe Vince at the
I
same
think so.
time.
Yeah.
Shirley beat me. She's good.
Okay. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll begin voting. Shirley? Shirley? Are you voting? Is your mic on? Nod your head.
Yes.
There we go. Pat?
Okay.
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
I said
Vince?
Yes.
yes.
Chair votes yes, motion
Yes,
carries.
it's on.
I think it's just a cloud went over freestyle there for a moment.
That must be it. Yeah, fountains in the.
Added out the
whatever.
signal.
Okay, any other business? I can't believe this. Wow. amazing when schools are not in session, how quickly we can have a meeting, huh?
Yeah, no kidding.
And we have to have discussion like this.
Right. Now, when is our next meeting is
23rd?
I believe it's on the 23rd.
June
23rd.
Mark,
Yes.
Jason, what do you think? Will we be virtual or will we be able to social distance and meet now that the, order has changed? I don't know if you've heard anything about school buildings, but.
Well, I know that Brad Banasic issued kind of an opinion today that said that we were able through the end of June to continue virtually if we chose to do that. If we want to meet in person and we can social distance appropriately and limit the number in attendance to 10, then it's my understanding that we would be able to do that if we chose to. And that was actually kind of on my list, Kathy, when we connected next.
Okay.
Consider that, and then also to kind of put that question out for consideration during the next update that goes out. So,
okay,
I think a question to be asking, but we would have that limitation of 10. Hopefully, we're going to get out of the month of June, and so we're going to get back to something that I think most of us would feel is a little bit more, reasonable, and we can get together and meet in the same room and do that. I know we're all anxious to get our kids back to school, or at least most of us.
So more to come on that.
Yeah,
Correct.
I don't think we could do a meeting with a limit of 10 total in attendance, including board members and so forth. So,
well, we would certainly be excluding some people, and we'd have to provide an alternate means for public comment, which would be, it'd be a little clunky. This has been a little clunky as well. I know we're all trying to make it, and that's
Right. It is clunky, but if it comes to a choice of having to exclude people or being inclusive, even though it's clunky, I'd rather that we are as open as we can be and don't exclude anyone.
Absolutely. We want to be clear, open, and transparent at every opportunity.
So we'll see what happens between now and then. Okay. Anything else?
Those oranges look pretty good behind you, Kathy.
They are wonderful. They're really good. Yes. I wish I could share one with you, Mark.
Next meeting.
All right. Meeting's adjourned. Thank you all for coming.
All right. Thanks, everybody.